right. We can do better. Yo! Ah!
Why in the world do people still want to move to Japan? I mean, I feel like as these people grew up away from their anime phase, they should have gotten a taste of reality and came to their senses to know that moving to Japan would actually just suck. I'm going to hopefully assume that there's some teens from the 2010s in part-time first-time jobs, realizing it's just not worth it to move to Japan. I mean, it's great, they likely got decent paying jobs now, and they could hopefully afford their anime merch now. Or not, because what in the world is wise spending in the 2020s? Why do people want to move to Japan in 2024 anyway? I mean, anime is more mainstream and socially acceptable. The food, just get those service boxes things, or just make it yourself. The geography, it's literally the same as anywhere else. You're just gaslighting yourself at this point. Peaceful anime high school life. Guess what? You're an adult now, and college is just as stressful in Japan. You want a real life waifu? Guess what? They'll kick you out. I'm getting ahead of myself. I know all these videos are just people memeing, and people are likely more aware now than ever to know that moving to Japan would actually suck. But I just know there's just that small naive crowd, that new generation that hasn't gotten a taste of reality yet. So, with that small excuse, why it would actually suck to move to Japan. Omae wa Nihongo o hanashimasu ka? Moshi so nara, Roshin wa hokori ni ototte imasen! If you know what I just said there, then congratulations, you earned your right to buy a plane ticket to Japan. Get out of here and go have fun. If not, pull up a chair. And also, you lost your Muru-chan privileges. Basically, first issue, do you even know Japanese? Like, fluently? Like, do you even Japanese? For the weeblets out there, the Japanese language consists of 3 alphabet systems, which are all equally used at once. And also, just like between the Yanks and Brits and Aussies, there's also different dialects. Yeah, even though it's a small island. So no! Not everything is textbook-like. Also, if you're one of those interesting specimens that learn Japanese through anime, you do know anime Japanese is like a whole different dialect compared to textbook Japanese. Right? Do most people even have jobs by 18 nowadays? I mean, I sure as heck didn't. At most, you should have been working at least 2 to 3 years by 18. You know, making minimum wage out of 5 guys. Alright, let's say you've been working for 2 years. Work 3 days a week and making 14 an hour. Take no days off and haven't sacked your money on anime merch. At most, you should have at least $4,368 by 18. That isn't even enough to buy a car in the US. Let's say Japan is anime land and you want to get one of those cool little apartments. From this random website that I found. That will go for $189,000 within the first move-in. And then monthly rent should be 57,000 yen. With the American money you have, that should last you at max 8 months. Plus, you need money for entertainment, and you can't live off ramen the rest of your life. And you need money for transportation. Plus, good luck trying to get a job when you don't even speak Japanese, and too young to work in advanced fields. Also, good luck trying not to commit tax fraud while you're doing your taxes in another language. And being real with you, if you're not going for school, you're likely not gonna make any friends. You gotta be ready to be on your own. Your fam isn't gonna be there. Sure, you could FaceTime them, but it wouldn't be the same when they're not there in person. So if you were hoping to make friends, sorry to peel the band-aid. Now, a few while back, I made a poll asking my small subbers a question on the topic. If you're under 18, do you think you'll be ready to move to Japan alone by 18? If you're over 18, do you think you would have been ready to move to Japan by 18? So, only 21 people voted. I would have preferred at least 50 or 100. So, 48% said yes, 24% said no, and the 29% said IDK. Now, I don't know if these people are being serious, or they're just memeing. I'm just not buying that 10 people who are subbed to me are actually fluent. So I guess the poll didn't just work out as much as I hope it would've. I also asked them to comment, and there's a few, so let's check them out. I feel like that would be a good idea, but everyone is different. Now, personally, I feel like if you're already Japanese or part or extremely fluent, then you should have no business thinking about moving over there. Also, you gotta be well settled. I guess I could, but I'd rather move to some place in Europe if I was gonna relocate at 18. I don't know why people are so interested in going to Japan. Let's be real, people are just obsessed because of anime. That's why. They think it's some type of anime land. But definitely agree on moving to some place in Europe instead, especially if it's like another English speaking country. So now I have an idea to simulate being in Japan. I'm going to be spending around an hour in the most Japan-like city in the US, and a place that isn't a Japantown. DC. Now, I strongly believe that DC is similar to Japan in many different ways. 1. They actually rely on their metro system, and DC has one of the best metro systems in the US. 2. Just like Japan, DC also has a cherry blossom season. 3. It's a nice mix of suburbs and city. 4. There's some cool tech. And 5. It's freaking expensive. So, I'm gonna try to be here a bit and make some comparisons to what it would actually be like to be in Japan. I have made it to DC. I'm in a garage right now, so it's like a bit dark right now. Someone's over there. I hope they don't see me. So I'm gonna be here for a bit, so like try to compare DC a bit to Japan a little bit, make some comparisons, to try to see why, being in Japan kind of not good. So yeah, let's go. Let's go. A bit of Naruto stuff. Quite nice out here actually. Bird poop there, I'm gonna sit here. So here I made it to DC. It's only like a small part of town, not the big major section, just a little far off to DC. So basically what I'm gonna do is like go to Barnes There's a bow. So I'm gonna be going to the Barnes and Nobles, then get some food, and then like check out a few other things. It's gonna be quick. Now, a bit of personal experience stuff from myself. I actually started picking up learning Japanese again quite recently. And before this, I actually took 3 Japanese classes in high school. Very fun experience, by the way. And I stopped on my last year because I had a short schedule as a senior. So from there, I just kinda sacked on it. But you know, I always wanted to learn Japanese and be like somewhat fluent on it. So I picked it up again. And I already know like the basic sentence structure stuff, like how to align things up. But the thing that I felt like that was holding me back was the vocab. So my strat right now has just been learning a new vocab word every day. And so far it's been working quite well. Now, I actually have a funny story that's extremely off topic, but I just wanted to get it out there. You know, just here and now because it's my channel, and I get to do what I want. So, one of my mom's friends recommended me, and I actually ended up with an interview at this Chipotle. So, as I was there in front of the counter in the seats waiting for someone to interview me, there was this ginger college girl that walked in. Likely a college girl, since the Chipotle was near a uni, and she just, I don't know, caught my attention somehow. Anyways, when she was in line and ordering, I think she actually noticed me a little too. So here's the interesting part. So right after she got her bag, she quickly turns around and makes straight eye contact with me. She locked her eyes on me, noticed I was looking at her as well, and booked, without getting any utensils or stuff from what I remembered. So yeah, that was kinda weird. So anyways, I got my food. I'm back in the garage. Please ignore that sound. I'm not sure where is that coming from or like whose car is that, but just ignore it. So basically my time is about to expire, so I need to like get the heck out of here. But I'm pretty sure like it already expired by now. So anyways, I'm back home. That was a terrible experience. So anyways, back to commentary me. Alright, thanks, ROL J Fabian. In conclusion, just stay in the US. Look, yeah, I know it isn't as glamorous as Japan, but Japan also isn't all that. I mean, look, we also got some pretty quirky stuff here too, just hold on.
You again, too.
Look at this gum. Other than the fact it's made with only 5 ingredients. So, when you're done, what are you supposed to do with your gum? Stick it under the table? Heck no. Don't be rude. Oh yeah, it comes with spit wrappers. That's right, we have cookie products too. Like, we have chairs with tents to hold our bags. And I'm also seeing some places incorporate these foot door openers. Cause, you know, American bathrooms are like straight up biohazards. There's also these cool solar panel bathrooms that require a phone to get in. Possibly to track people. Because again, American bathrooms are biohazards. Also, in some parts in DC, there's these cool bike lanes that get their own set of traffic lights. Also, it's just easier than ever to find Japanese products here. You can understand everything, and mostly everybody can understand you. Mostly everyone. And at least, you won't be seen as a Gaikokujin douche. I'm Jay Fabian, signing off. Take care.